Hey everybody and Happy New Year. Can you believe it's 2018 already? Like, they say that every year as you get older, each year seems to pass by more quickly, and that is absolutely true. And I know it felt the same this time last year when I thought that, gosh, it really feels like last New Year's Eve was like 3 or 4 months ago. It really does. Where has the time gone? Holy shit. Anyway, this video is about going over where the time has gone. So this is a rewind of what has happened on this channel, what's happened in my life over the last year. It's had its ups and downs. It's been an interesting one. I feel like in the last few years my life got really interesting. Well, I mean, a lot more interesting than it was before. I know that I didn't achieve everything that I wanted to last year. I think you'll agree with me that 2017 was not without its events. I'd really like to hear what was your favourite part of 2017, because, you know, there's all this noise in the media about how terrible everything is, but really, you know, a lot of good stuff happens too. A lot of good stuff, but that doesn't sell newspapers. So why don't you tell us what was your favourite part of 2017? What was the highlight of the year for you? Now let's have a look back and see what happened the whole last year.
Oh, neues Jahr, frohes Neues!
Frohes neues Jahr! Frohes!
I'm scared because it's you.
Nein.
Woo! Happy New Year! Shortly after the New Year, we went on a spontaneous trip to Paris. Most of it was lovely, but the trip was marred by 2 unfortunate events: being detained by security at the Père Lachaise cemetery and threatened with police for literally no reason, and being denied entry to the Louvre. While the former was far more dramatic and upsetting, the latter somehow spread throughout international media. Otherwise, the trip was quite lovely, and I'll definitely go back someday. In March, we moved away from West Germany to the east. It was a big and stressful move, and the day after moving, after no sleep for 2 days and no preparation, I went to Berlin to do my first interview, which was with Chris Motionless. No pressure. April stood out because I had the honour of doing an interview on BBC Radio for a show called The Why Factor about why are people goths. You can still listen to it online if you like. May for me kicked off the festival season by visiting the Medieval Fantasy Spectacular. It was just before I was to find out whether or not I was allowed to stay in Germany any longer, so I wanted to have some fun in case the worst happened. Fortunately, all was well and loads more parties followed. May was also special because I got to spend time with Aurelio Voltaire, one of my very favourite humans. June saw the Wave Gothic Treffen Festival explode into existence. I had 5 friends staying with me and 5 days of drinking and shopping and partying and meeting with new and old friends. Queen of Darkness also organised a wonderful meet and greet for me where I got to meet loads of you. It was amazing. Unfortunately, right after the festival was when I started to become really stressed and depressed and overwhelmed and started gaining weight, and that kind of remained the theme for the rest of the year, unfortunately, but I tried to stay positive and soldier on. The next month I was alone in Cologne for the Amphi Festival, which was an amazing experience. I saw some of my favourite bands play and loved seeing my friends and meeting more new people. It was a real high point. I just loved Amphi. August saw me deciding to shave 2/3 of my hair off, which I have since decided doesn't suit me, but it was good for hot days, and the change of scenery in the mirror was nice. Shortly after that came Mera Luna. Always a highlight, although this time it rained constantly and wasn't as fun as everyone had hoped. I participated in the fashion show, quote-unquote modelling, for one of my favourite designers, Vide Noir. This made me resent the weight gain, but I was honoured to wear the epic outfit that was made for me. September saw me going for the 4th time to Prague for the Prague Gothic Treffen. It was a very good time. I met with friends there and learned a lot about Prague's history of alchemy. But in October, shit got really interesting. It started with going to see the Crusados, a band I've loved since I was a teenager, and getting the chance to do an interview with the singer, Rogue. It was such an honour. Suddenly, I found myself invited to the premiere of the American Satan film in the USA. It looked impossible that I would be able to go, but through divine intervention, or God knows how it all worked out, I suddenly found myself in New York City and doing a round trip to LA for the premiere. I met lots of amazing people there. It was one of the greatest trips of my lifetime, and I got to spend more time with and do some filming again with Voltaire. Not too long afterwards was when my husband and I decided to finally split up. My mental health plummeted, and with the stress of that and general burnout, it got so hard to do anything that I had to make a video talking about it. One highlight, however, was going to Berlin to go see Marilyn Manson in concert. That was really amazing. Like, I hadn't seen him ever before, and getting to see him in person was like, I thought I was going to pass out. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to make a video or anything, so sorry. I was going to make a vlog of it until there were like no cameras, so no footage from that, I'm afraid. In an effort to cheer myself up and to assuage my desire to visit Austria, in December I went to Salzburg for Krampusnacht, which immediately became my favourite Christmas tradition. It was such good fun, I'll definitely be making it an annual thing. I had been despairing about being alone for Christmas, but I ended up going to 3 Christmas dinner parties where my friends lifted my spirits up considerably and soothed my tortured soul. And then suddenly it was New Year's Eve again. And so that brings us to now, I suppose. It's just been the new year where things are starting to look up. I'm coping with my shit, getting my life together and thinking positively about 2018. I would love to hear what your goals are for this year. Like what's something that you really want to do this year? I have lots of ideas for things that I would like to do and achieve this year. But as you can see, I end up doing a lot of stuff spontaneously, so who knows? So in a year from now, who knows what I'll be telling you about. As for goals, you know, actually a long time ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, I don't know, somewhere near the beginning of my channel, I made a video about how to achieve your New Year's goals. And while it's a very old video now, I still think there's a lot to be gained from it. So if you would like some advice about how to actually achieve your goals, I will link that below for you. I will link to my website because there's more stuff, there's like stuff you can read. I don't know, it might be able to help you achieve whatever it is you want to achieve this year. I hope so. So yeah, do like I said, tell us in the comments what your favourite part of 2017 was and what you would like to achieve this year. Yeah, because like I said, a lot of, you know, negative shit happened in the news this last year, but good stuff happens as well. And that's what we want to hear about, good stuff. Just want to say an enormous thank you to you, to every single one of you, to you individually. Thank you so much for sticking with me, whether you're a new subscriber or you've been here for a long time. Just thank you so much for being here and for watching my videos. It means absolutely everything to me and you are very important to me. So yeah, thank you for being awesome. Thanks for being my extended family. Positive thinking going into this year. Things are only going to get better, knock on wood. Anyway, if you've not already done so, please subscribe to my channel. You know you want to, join the extended family. And as always, take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, Happy New Year, and I will see you next time. Bye!